Good evening, everyone.
Howdy.
It's Saturday. Is everybody gearing up for the snow that we're anticipating on Tuesday? Don't affect me because I don't go out very much anyway. So, what has everybody been doing over the weekend?
Oh.
As you can hear.
Ow.
Yeah. I'm saying to him, if it's that bad,
Okay, my lovely.
accident and emergency. He were up at crack of dawn because he couldn't move and he were in agony. Aye, positive mysteries and gaming. Is that Austin? But yeah, he's in a bit, well, not a bit of pain, a lot of pain. So yeah, it's not all happiness and light. And he's a bit peed off because he hadn't been able to go out with his drone or anything. He'd arranged to meet somebody today, and he says, I'm going to have to take a rain check on it because I can't hardly walk. So I says to him, I says, if it's that bad, hi Johnny, how are you? Yeah, Chris is hobbling about in one of my walking sticks. He can't hardly walk. He was up at 6 this morning because he couldn't, he couldn't sleep with. But it's not, he says it's not just his hip, it's all down his leg now.
Go five is love.
So yeah, he's in a lot of pain. And I'm sure you can sympathise with him, Johnny, as Richard as well. But it rated him that much that when he took Biscuit for a walk, he only went short walk, but he took one of my walking sticks. So, but anyway, we'll see what happens. I says to him, I says, well, don't mess about with it. I says, get to the doctors, get back to the doctors. Hello.
Hello.
In your blood?
Huh?
Are you in your hot blood? With
Okay.
t-shirt.
Oh no, it's just warm. I've got eating on with babies been here.
Oh.
I'm gonna try Lucozade and vodka. See what happens. I might end up running a marathon, but not in a straight line.
Chris not be running anyway. He says
What's
his
he
leg.
done to himself?
I don't know. He went to were it Thursday? You went. Not listening. He's got headphones on, and he says his hip hurting him, right? But since then, it's like all the way down his leg, and he says he's just said it feels like my leg's on fire.
Oh.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
All right. How are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Chris, on the other hand, not too good.
I'm doing an upgrade to the idea of vodka and orange.
Lucozade and orange. Nothing wrong with that.
Chris has put, I can't run for bus, but I can play hopscotch.
I know that feeling well. My flipping hip's been giving me chip all day.
Oh, honestly, Richard, he's been in absolute agony. Hi, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy.
Up at 6 o'clock this morning because he couldn't get comfortable.
Correct. I know that one.
Yeah.
Get out of bed for piss. It's like flipping a three-legged race going bog.
But he did go to doctors on, well, he didn't actually see the doctor. It was a nurse practitioner. And the only thing she did was say, well, we'll refer you to physio.
Yeah.
So.
And all they'll do is send him off for an X-ray and say you've either got arthritis or your hip's knackered, and they'll stick him on waiting list. And that'll be the end of that.
But yeah. I think he needs to take Take a few of my medications.
That's it.
Well, I think you're all right for now.
I even, when he got up this morning, I take that glucosamine, and that's supposedly for your joints. And I says to him, I said,
Fan off.
take a couple of these. He says, a bit later on, he says, well, they've done jack shit. I says, well, what do you expect? Miracles.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it was that bad earlier on, right? He says, I'm not kidding you.
Well, physio, they try and bend you in the other direction to see if you snap or not.
He says, I'm not kidding you. He says, the pain is that bad. He says, I'm seriously considering ringing an ambulance. Cheers.
Richard.
Cheers, Johnny.
And I went, surely it's not that bad. And he says, it is. It's that bad. He says, it's like, comes from his hip, but it's going down his leg now.
Oh, that's all right, that, you know.
Has it got a nice twang to it, Johnny?
Yeah, going to run a marathon now, just in a bit of a wobbly line.
If he sat down in his chair, can he lift the leg up? No, so that's hip, is that?
He's
No.
trapped his nerve or something in his hip.
He can't.
Trap nerve, or is it?
Honestly, Richard, if you'd heard him trying to put his socks and pants on this morning,
Oh, I go through that
you'd
every
think they
night.
were having sex,
Oh,
Correct.
oh.
just like that.
Yeah, you've got to get all right gear off Amazon for putting your socks on.
Because you see, what he does, he gets his clothes out. Because I'm all. I mean, like this morning, it was 6 o'clock, and I thought I ain't going up at this ungodly hour. So he takes his clothes out with me, and he says, "I'm not kidding you." He says, "I was supposed to go in shower this morning." He says, "But I don't think I can cock my leg up that high to go in bath to have a shower."
You know you're getting on a bit when you have sex, right? And instead of saying, "Oh, did you enjoy that?" they go, "You all right, love?"
But yeah, and he says, I just have to have a strip watch. He says, because honestly, he says my leg's that bad.
Oh yeah, she made it quite clear that I'm not touching the other stuff. You know, spit me head up.
You'll get on that when that one's run out. You'll be able to nip down and get it.
No.
But
Got a
anyway,
baby,
so
yeah.
yeah,
I've
so
got
we
a baby
ended
a
up
little bit.
having a strip
Hey, look,
watch.
shaved
Richard.
all that bit off. I'll kept that bit.
You've done chin bit, have you?
Yeah, I don't like it under my neck. Bit
Anyway,
twitchy.
so yeah, he says, by gum, he says, we make a good pair, me and you.
You're taking the mick now.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I know that in the putting pants on in the morning. I have to put my good leg in first, and then I've got to do it's like a stirring soup maneuver with my bad leg and sort of swirl it around and hope that I catch the hole on my way past. And if I catch the hole, I'm lucky. But you need one of them fetch me, carry me like a litter picker. That helps you out a lot. You know, when you're wrestling with cats, a litter picker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anyway, he did.
He drops it on the floor in the street. Can he get down to pick it up? Is that a nightmare?
No.
Yeah.
Anything that's no.
Ground level, you're snookered. I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why if I drop anything, I have to boot it to a wall. You know what I mean? If I drop to the top floor and I'm in the street, I have to play football with it and get it near a wall or a fence or a lamppost.
But yeah, I mean, he took the plunge tonight when he took Biscuit to, and I says, "We'll take my walker," I says, "if you want." You know, so he says, "No," he says, I'll be all right. I'll just use one of your walking sticks.
Yeah.
I says, "Can you imagine us pay me with my walker and Chris sat on seat and zoom in everywhere?"
Hey, I could drink and drive on that.
But yeah, he says, "God knows how I'm going to get a shower." He says, "Because I can't literally cock my leg up to get into the bath."
Correct. You've got to do that with motion. Lean back and cock it up. Do the Highland fling. That's what I do.
Highland fling.
And just get my leg in.
You come punch him. Oh yeah, Chris, and they're not run away.
Oh, push.
Oh,
She
yeah,
said push.
yeah, that's what I said to Chris Tracy. I says, you sit on the seat bit. I says, and I'll do, you know, we handle bit. But yeah, I mean, it sort of started about Wednesday, but it were only like niggling him, if you know what I mean. And he says to me this morning, he says, do these sort of things just come on all of a sudden?
Yeah, you see, that's what makes me think that it's not a knackered hit for it to come on suddenly. I mean, mine's come on over a period of 2 years, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, that's the exact question he asked me. He says, do these things like, you know, come over overnight? And I went, no.
It's more likely to be a trapped nerve or something.
It's got to be.
I should take camera when I'm having a smoke, shouldn't I? And then the smoke just go.
I reckon it could be
The
sciatica.
actual act of actually smoking it on camera, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
it is. I know it is one of them fucking vapey things, but it does look very similar to my crack pipe.
Hi, Gordo, how are you? So I
Oh,
said to him, I
God,
said, we sort of like going down your leg and
Check out the cameras a minute.
feeling hot. I says it could be sciatica.
Yeah.
All the same as you say, it's trapped nerve, Richard.
Yeah, I had sciatica and it was shot down my leg, right, fast pain, oof, and I could feel it coming on. Then it wouldn't come on again for another 4 hours. Then oof, it'd come again.
But I suffer from sciatica, Richard, and mine starts in bottom of my back. And Chris said to me last night when he put the cream on my back, he says, your back's warm. I says, it makes you wonder if I'm starting with sciatica again like you. And I said, because he says, basically, he says, what's sciatica? I says, it's a nerve in your spine.
It's the inflammation of the nerve around your hip joint.
And I says, it's
basically the nerve that spreads off down your ass cheek. And that's where it starts.
Yeah, and I says it's basically your vertebrae trap this
L1,
nerve.
L2, and all my S1s in my neck are all fucked.
And yeah, and this nerve sends these sensations. And I says, when I got it, I says it was like it started in bottom of my back, right here. I says it went down my arse cheek, right down to my leg, and even right down bottom to my feet.
You know why, don't you? Because your knee bone's connected to you. And you soon find out when you hurt yourself.
But yeah, that's the other thing that Chris said, Tracy. He says it's either that what you said, sciatica, or a trapped nerve.
Yeah, Tracy had to have surgery on hers. She's
That's
walking
what,
like
that's what I'm going to do, Tracy. After Christmas, I'm going to boot myself in for a new hip.
But yeah, I says, well,
yeah, Richard's the New York, the new Iron Man.
We'll have a new hip.
bionic man. He will be after his had hip surgery.
I'm going to see if
you just need one of them big pickup trucks now.
New hip after Christmas.
$1 million man.
I'm going to go to the pharmacist.
When he went to doctors on Thursday, it weren't actually the doctor that he seen. It was this nurse practitioner.
No,
now,
it's always
me,
a fucking nurse practitioner.
You
know why they use nurse? I found out all this. It's a Swiss. Yeah, they use nurse practitioners, right? Because it's cheaper than having a full-time doctor in. Half of them surgeries now, when you try and get an appointment, there's no fucking doctor there.
No, to be fair, the nurse practitioner is very often depends on the doctors, I think.
Is that eating?
You all Google it.
Yeah.
You all Google it.
There's 3 permanent doctors at our surgery, and they're all women. Now, don't ask me why. All the doctors before that have been women. I don't know why. Don't know why. You know why? But the physio's a man. But all the doctors are women.
Yeah, you can tell by all cars parked fucking diagonal.
Anyway, so same as Chris says.
Even my mum says women drivers are shit.
Even you know, Chris says she never examined me, she never touched me, just like made this referral to physio. So I says to him, I says, you're going to have to go to a proper doctor and see what she says. Because, you know, this whatever she is, nurse practitioner, she's what you know, the clue's in the name, nurse practitioner. So she's not actually a doctor.
There should be a thing underneath, only $9.95.
And I says, get on phone first thing Monday morning. I says, and get in to see a proper doctor. I just say, well, they booked me in the other day to a nurse practitioner. I've been in agony since then. I can't walk. I can't do it. It was supposed to go out with drone today. He had to cancel that. Then somebody on Facebook around area had lost a pigeon and asked if anybody had got a drone, and they were even going to go and do that, and he couldn't do that.
Yeah, she's still asleep. I've got door shut. I've got to be quiet tonight, apparently.
So everything is up to cancel because of this hip. And you know, Chris, he don't miss a chance to go out anywhere with drone or camera, but he's had to cancel. He says, I just don't think I can do it. Even taking biscuit, he says, I only went short way. He says, now we're in complete agony, go all way going round. Yeah.
Any kind of hip pain, you kind
That's a bit of a silly question, Tracy. Have I got painkillers?
I've got a table full of about 20 boxes on my table. All them 6 cans of beers are getting drunk.
That's it. That helps, Chris. I'll tell you that.
You know something, Chris? That's not a bad idea, because sometimes if you get a bit pissed, your body relaxes and you can untrap that nerve.
Well, I suggest
drinking so much you end up sliding onto the floor, and that'll help you back. Oh, look, he's walking like a
I know that feeling well. It looks like it's the same length as me and all. I'm going to say if it was to the leg, we could have swapped.
Traded hips.
You just showed my arse life on YouTube.
I'm just showing you.
If you want, Chris, when I book my selling after Christmas, I'll see if they'll do a double deal, a cheap deal.
Yeah, this is his right it.
Is that like the advert, Richard? Say you buy one and you get one free.
Yeah.
Say you buy one and you get one
free. I can do new knee as well, but that's not as bad.
I say, okay, you buy one, you get one free. Can you stop fucking shouting about it? That was his thing, though, wasn't it?
Because I could tell this
bloody fat
because my leg on this side shorter than the other side because my hips buggered. You know what I mean?
I'll have to ask Chris that tonight when we go to bed.
That literally isn't it? Because you just end up bearing your weight on your bad hip.
Yeah, because you know that shit that's in the joints obviously disappeared, so you lose an inch off your leg, like half inch or so.
It's wonder I'm not on 2 stubs then.
Yeah.
You know that Undertaker wrestler? He had his hip joint and the joint of his hip, instead of having it replaced, he had it ceramic coated.
Yeah.
Built the joint bone back up.
They do like a re-sanding of it. You know what I mean? Which is like cheaper, where they re-sand the ball.
Don't they put some like a silicone? You know where your cartilage is? Don't they put like a silicone thing instead of cartilage? Something like that.
Yeah, because I know a girl who's had it done, because when you're young, they don't like doing it because it's expensive and they only last 15 years to the replacements. So they don't like doing it on young people. For chance you're going to have to need another, you see. They'd rather you be over 65. There's a chance you'll die before you need a new one.
Tracy's just said weren't like it were bothering him then, but it were only like niggling when we come to see you.
Mine's been doing me no good, but I've been clearing out back down. It's spotless.
Mine just niggles all the time. The only time I'm comfy is when I'm in bed. It never bothers me in bed. I'm all right when I'm in bed.
Not so much as a broken tile, Jeanette. It's spotlessly clean my back down.
She says them donuts was yummy and the other one. I know they were. That's why I bought them. You're in a Gidget recipe. Ain't got no excuse now. Well, we're making on Tuesday, we're making that angel cake, you know, like the 3 different coloured layers. And I've already had a trial run with my pan, because I've got them loaf liners, you know. And I've put like a loaf line. What I've done is I've got like a big tray baked in, so
Got
I've
a
put
coffee. While I'm up.
yeah a loaf liner. Then I've covered some card in foil as like, you know, what do you call them? Yeah, as like, so, you know. Anyway, I know what I mean. So, and Chris says, well, what you done this now for? I says, well, you know me, if I get an idea in my head, I've got to act on it. Otherwise, you know, so I had a bit of a trial run and put 3 loaf liners in, because you've got to do like 3 separate colours.
Some nice one.
And then cardboard things, it separators, but I covered them in foil just so that the card wouldn't burn, if you know what I
Shove
mean.
it up your ass.
What?
I was talking to Lottery.
I'm going to say, what have I got to shove up my arse?
I was talking to me with Lottery numbers. Fuck all of you.
I thought you got Tourette's for a minute then, Richard.
I'm just checking my numbers.
Richard had a sudden
Oh.
outburst. He says, shove it up
For
your
a
arse.
second there, Richard, I thought somebody were asking for someone. Bloody cat sat there.
What a random thing to come out with, Richard.
Yeah, I just checked my numbers and absolutely jack shit. Not even 2 bloody numbers on the same line.
Here's to jack shit.
Yeah, correct. I was 6 quid up my Swanee.
We won 5 the other night, and it went towards us lottery. I don't know what date. We're at Wednesday, I think it were. So Chris like carried it over onto, you know. But anyway, so I saw.
If they sold Lucas head like that, they'd be queuing at door.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Going back to this thing, and I says to Tracy, I says, you know that glass dish what you've got? I says you'll have to separate it into 3 compartments. But you see, I've used a big tin with loaf liners.
Yeah, there, and there.
Anyway, so that's what we're making on Tuesday. I've
been slapped as well by TikTok again today. What's that with?
oh,
Not permanently, but they told me off.
you've had a slap wrist, have you? I come across these today, Tracy. Peppermint cook.
You know what I said in my appeal reply? What's up? Is P Diddy one of your sponsors?
But yeah, I come across them today.
Mm.
Peppermint cookie cups, but peppermint is only in the icing, the buttercream on top. And I think we've done these before, but
Peppermint in you, I think. Not in a bunner or whatever.
I think we've done these before, but yeah, the Mero bubble thing.
Next Friday, I'm going to come over with 2, by the way, Jeanette.
Okay.
I'm pretty well impressed then.
And this one, right? This one I think you'll like.
Abby. Yeah.
Oh God.
I've got to do next week. Get birthday out of the way, and then I'll deal with Christmas.
I'll see if I can find a car.
Maybe a coffee. He's come walking in with a can of Foster's in his pocket. This one is Kit Kat tart.
Kit Kat tart.
And the base is actually made out of crushed Kit Kats.
It's looking better a bit.
But yeah. But the thing is, when I see a recipe, I think, ooh, you know what I mean? And this is what I'm doing for Chris for his birthday
Good
cake.
evening, Tommy. Good to see you.
Hi, Tommy. How are you?
Oh, Tommy, how are we doing?
I'm making him a chocolate foot. Hey, it's Chris's birthday next week. Next Friday.
Oh, I'll say it.
You might get some birthday cake, Richard.
Excellent. Timed that well, didn't I?
I'll make sure I eat it before you come then, Richard.
Don't worry. I'll be there
Gary
at
says he's watching Mr. Charlie Veach or whatever his name is. He says,
Gary?
no, he's not in. He's
Oh,
messaged me.
Morning, Gary is getting today.
But yeah.
Well, don't worry, I'm on Lucozade and vodka, so I'll be with you for a while.
Okie dokie then, Tracy.
come on up here, Tracy.
I
The
even got
Trey, the camera's up here.
Bill.
The camera's up here on my side of bed.
I say,
Not for any particular reason. It's just
What?
the blow, we can't like buying
there's
us.
been no P Diddy show.
Yeah, gloves. Shorts.
I just put the only wear bandage on one eye, so only since half of one because I'm at BBC.
To cover up the fact that he's
I weren't going to do it. I weren't going to
listen to
do
this.
it on a live
Do not
stream.
give. Hang on. Listen to this. Do not give money to Pudsey Bear.
I've never even met him, so I'll never give him
The
any.
guy that runs it is listen, the prick that runs it is on £185,000 a year. Right. The rest of his staff spend £6 million a year. That's all his staff for these children in need. Shit. Yeah. So that's where all your money's going.
Oh, it's an odd life being a teddy.
Well, I can assure you, I lived in Pudsey, and he's not there. It's all lies. In Pudsey Park, right at the top as you come out the gates, is the big flowery Pudsey Bear that they always
That's
keep with
that
flowers
angel
all
cake
over.
that we're making on Tuesday.
Right.
Oh, that'll do. I like that kind of cake.
But it's like it's easy enough because you just separate 3 different colours and then you make buttercream and slap it
I
together.
think we need to start a campaign. Put in the chat, #Battenberg. I love Battenberg, me. I know it's a bit sicklish, but it is nice.
But yeah, I wasn't going to do the chocolate fudge cake on a live stream because I thought, well,
No,
Chris's birthday until Friday.
no.
The next chocolate log is going to be called Chocolate Tree this year. It was a bit heavy duty.
So yeah, I want to
No,
make
Pudsey
it
Bear's
as
some
close
Pudsey
to
and
his
Leeds
birthday as
originally.
possible. Because see, with Callum's, I made his birthday cake on the Thursday and decorated it Friday. So
Get back up there. Sure.
I used to say as well as that, you know, the Children in Need group is actually a separate thing to BBC, but that's not a bad thing now, really. I'm still not giving them fuck all.
but yeah, I mean, if you wanted, Tracy, we could do like a private thing, you know what I mean? You know, not actually.
I mean, I'd punch a bear in the eye for a quid.
Hey, look, did you see that? Oh, what's his name now?
Hey, yeah, I could see you didn't spot that one, did you?
Oh, what's his? His name's on the edge of my tongue. Paddy McGuinness. He did a bike ride for children in need. He were on one of them fucking choppers. I bet his knackers with red robot time he'd done.
Oh, they're worth a few quid, them old chopper bikes. I should have kept mine.
I
What's the
kid
thing
you
of the
not,
day?
he did it. He
Like
did
a
it on
burgundy chopper
bike.
bike. 1,500 quid it went for. A fucking chopper bike. And they sold it for more than that, I know.
Always used to make me laugh. Them chopper bikes used to have this massive long seats on, but then there were a little warning on the strap saying "Do not carry passengers." I go, "Why have you done a bloody big seat on them?"
Well, you're only allowed to put a stick with a flag on it.
I hate
You know
Christmas
the what
shopping
that
for
seat
me.
was for, Richard. So if you sat far enough back, right, when you used to pull your brakes and hit that gear knob and
I'm laughing at what Gordo's put. He says, I ate Christmas shopping for Mrs. G. Wasted 2 hours in a queue only to find out Poundland don't do gift vouchers. Yeah, that's the bike he rode on.
Yeah.
Bloody chopper. But can you imagine riding all that way? I bet his knackers were red raw.
Mine were like a burgundy colour. Got a burgundy red colour. glittery. But I had a little flag on it.
I think mine were orange, Gordo. I had a chopper and it were orange.
If you brake too quick, though, you crotched yourself on fucking gear lever.
Yeah, the second ones, the handlebars were like forwards and didn't move, but the early ones, the handlebars were back. You know, it were weird.
Yeah, you can tell them as well, couldn't you? When I bought that bike, they build it for you. I said, go on then. They said we can leave it in boxes if you want. You know, you can build it.
Yeah, because they did choppers, then they did grifters, which were like a different one again, and I think they did a little one, a chipper as well for little kids.
Went from Wrexham to Glasgow. So, imagine.
Oh, Sunday's got her.
That's a long way to pedal,
Especially on a chopper.
especially on any pedal bike.
Yeah.
But I think that were one of my first bikes, and all Tracy.
Grumpy Sam says, "What's it's make it orange too?"
But
Ooh, where'd you nick that from, Tracy?
See you there.
So remember that time your friend got a new bike and I got you one just the same? So it wasn't my friend's bike. I got beaten up for that. That one only pulls an horse, is that?
Tom
Fox
Hawk,
is doing me good with Lucozade. I do declare.
I don't know what,
That's
man.
a top
We're
tip, that.
an orange chopper.
That's
Everyone
a
with a
top
big
tip,
orange.
that. Lucozade and vodka.
Who had a big purple chopper?
I
Who
highly recommend it.
said they had a purple chopper?
Mine were
Somebody did.
burgundy. Depends
Oh,
what the weather were like, Richard.
Oh dear. But I must admit, I don't
You
think
got a wide front till
I
you're
weren't
about
very
fucking
impressed with
8,
it.
isn't
I didn't rate it very much. But you
So
see,
I
at
mean, you
the
have to wear like little wide fronts till you're about 9 and 10, and then you realise the joys of fucking freedom with boxer shorts.
this is the thing. I mean, I only got one because everybody else was getting them.
Called the pan. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the only reason why I got one. And I regretted it after riding it for a bit. You know.
Ooh.
But you know, I mean,
When you drink it with Lucozade, it's like you want to get up and do a marathon, but you're just too relaxed to do it.
you know, any bike seat is not very comfortable, but I think they were
As
terrible.
bike seats go, they weren't too bad. It's just till you braked and crotched yourself. And the way that little handle was, Richard, where you used to you just put your fingers like that on it, but that used to get each ball as you slid off the seat.
Didn't the chopper have gear thing in middle?
Middle, yeah.
3 years in middle.
3 years, yeah.
And it
3
worked on a
years.
little chain link that went into cog up back wheel. A little
That's
chain
it,
that went in there like that.
That's the one.
I tell you something, they were bugger to turn upside down to do a puncture.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back wheel like it were off a motorbike and the front wheel like it were off your sister's pram.
There's one here on eBay going for nearly $2,000.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
they
really,
will be.
yeah.
Collectible.
That's what
They were pretty cool, though. Look at that. Look at that.
See, that's the later one, is that with the handlebars forward. The early ones had the handlebars back because you couldn't move them. They were non-adjustable on, you know, and then for, I think it was a safety thing, I think they decided to make them with handlebars forward.
That one is called, the colour is called infrared.
Realize they're blocking.
There's one here, 1970, Rally Ray Mark 1, nearly $3,500.
It shows a picture of that. Right.
But that
Bright
says it's
orange, that, isn't it? You know.
it says it's a Mark 1.
I was trying to look at handlebars because the early ones had, the early ones, the handlebars went back. And then we forward on that though. I don't think that's. Remember, because they couldn't adjust them. They tilted them forward for like a safety thing. Like Gordo said, sissy bars. The early ones, the bars were back. You know.
So I'm just looking through the pictures that they've got up.
Here's to another. They're going down nicely, these, Richard.
It says fully refurbished Raleigh Chopper 1970 Ray Mark 1.
I could run to the shop and back, seeing as it's only 2 doors down.
Details of the restoration: genuine new old stock spoke protector, genuine re-chromed stand with Raleigh logo, genuine new old stock brake pads with Raleigh stamped on them.
In other words, it's been restored. No point saying new old stock. If it's been changed, it's been restored, hasn't it?
Basically, it's had everything restored on it.
Well, unless the fucking brake locks are made out of gold, I ain't fucking paying that for them.
Says the frame has been professionally repainted and the paint was colour matched using the original paint on the frame.
I.e., took it too far.
But yeah.
Isn't it, Richard? It's hard to get your money back when you fully restore something.
Yeah, it's not the same, is it? Yeah, the early ones, the handlebars were back. I'm just looking at a 1971 Chopper Mark 1 and the handlebars are back. Whereas on the later ones, they were tilted forwards.
Cheers to tilting backwards, Richard.
Yeah.
You know, so I used to go to a place called Errol's Lane Tip, right? And used to let you get the bikes, the old bikes that they got at the skip. So help yourself. Fucking hell, and then you should go home and build like 2 decent bikes after like 4 or 5 that were fucked.
The new Chopper Fizzy Lemon, right, through a process of reverse engineering and blah, 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 is wonderfully iconic. Purchased today and 10% of every bike sale will be donated to BBC Children in Need. They want £1,000 for that.
So I'm definitely not buying it. Just it looks I got at school gate when I said I don't support them pricks.
And that's they've sort of bought it back just for.
Hey, they've got a teacher there that keeps making snarky comments about Donald Trump. I'm gonna have a word with him if they don't shut them out.
Original Chopper.
Opinions to themselves.
It shows a picture of an original Chopper not been done up at all or anything done to it, and it's sold for £1,200 and it's not had anything.
You want the patina, you want it to look like it did, but you want it to still look nice, don't you? You don't
see what this one looks like. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What
we really call patina. Couple of new tyres. I'd ride it. That is a proper one, isn't it?
It says
it's still nothing that couldn't be fixed.
Sold for £1,200 in Derbyshire.
The Raleigh Chopper is backed by popular demand, so it sounds like they're bringing it back.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
But that's supposedly the new design chopper.
Yeah. And can't make me mind up blue.
Raleigh announced new version of the bike in June 2023, which it claims sold out in minutes, prompting a second release a month later. The 2024 Raleigh Chopper will be available in 2 colours, Fizzy Lemon and Space Blue. And they'll be available on the Raleigh website from the 9th of July.
I'll show you a Johnny 5 version. I'm getting a MIG welder.
Yeah, can you see gear shifter?
Yeah.
Whatever you
Yeah,
call
that's
it.
the one I whack. Yeah, that is definitely the one I whack my balls off.
So yeah, but apparently the
fully adjustable family allowance.
But yeah, I mean, you'd have thunk it like how long? About 40 years ago, something like that. Maybe even longer.
I don't know. I'm too old to remember.
Well, I can remember having one, and I'm 62, so we'll just work it
Too
out.
old to remember means I've gone see now.
So yeah, you know what I mean. But
My
yeah,
balls are in flashback, so I've definitely been on one.
They went on sale in 1969, they did, the choppers. April 1969.
But you know what I mean. It must be one of the most iconic bikes that Rally's ever made.
Oh yeah.
It's got to be one of the most iconic bikes that they've ever made. But I mean, I'm only me, but I didn't like it. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, the early 19th, the first ones had a knob rather than a T-bar geared stick.
Yeah.
It had a knob.
I think the one I had got one of them T-bar thing.
And then the T-bar was introduced in 1972 on the Mark II version.
Well, I was 10 then, so that sounds about right.
And the seat was moved forward to stop tipping, and a small rear rack was added. There was also a warning label on the side to tell you not to carry passengers. Most children chose to ignore this.
You weren't allowed to bolt a sidecar.
I'm going to say what they won't warn you against. You know very well that somebody's going to do it.
Yeah. Sold over 1.5 million choppers in its first year.
Anyway, I've got it sussed. If I get pissed, right, when baby wakes up, I won't.
And then his life was killed off by the introduction of the BMX bike.
Oh
yeah, everybody wants to do tricks and stuff. With trick nuts on wheels.
Gordo says he used to get 3 on a chopper.
Yeah. There was the Mark 1, which was available in orange, golden yellow, flamboyant green, tiger mustard.
I had
and
orange.
Horizon blue. Then the Mark, and then there was a Mark 1 called the Sprint GT in bronze or flamboyant green. And there was the Mark 2, where they buggered about with seats a little bit and handlebars. And the Mark 2 5-speed chopper. Never knew that.
I mean, as a colour nowadays, you
And
won't
the
be able
Mark
to call,
2 SE.
you won't be able to call Summit flamboyant blue, would you?
No.
You know, being
somebody put a fucking rainbow sticker on it.
Yeah, being politically correct, you couldn't call a colour flamboyant blue in this day and age. But like back in that
transatlantic blue.
Couldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? What colour it were or what colour were called. But
yeah, I remember that other colour, Jeanette. It was called Fuck Me Pink.
But yeah, I had the orange one. But my brothers had the BMX afterburners. But
yeah, remember them with plastic wheels? Remember BMXs with plastic? I had the one with.
Yeah, I lost interest in riding bikes after that because I didn't like it.
I still like my places bloody mouth.
With that, BMX were the big thing when I was young.
I had the BMX with it had blue tires and yellow plastic spoked wheels.
That's it, yeah.
Can you remember them flapper things that you used to put on spokes to make that sound? You were cool if you got flappers on.
Remember when Kellogg's Common doing? It's only the
You
Tiger
know.
one. You could get them little spoke things to put on your wheel.
Yeah, but if you were really poor, Johnny, you just used to whack some
And then the girls got them little beads.
cardboard on
The
it.
girls got them
Right,
little
so,
beads that went up and down.
It's all right. We're
Hello,
talking about
Jason.
powders and, you know, choppers and...
Yeah. Richard's just got his chopper out, so we're just discussing it.
And then them like things that you used to put on spokes that used to make like a flapping noise when you pedalled.
That was called a stick.
Pardon me. Yeah, I used to put a playing card on, to tape a playing card to link.
That's it.
Make it go.
We were all BMXs
Hey.
when I was young. Everybody had to BMXs.
This vodka's doing me good.
Plastic wheels.
Put tape on spokes, Tracy. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, if your parents weren't prepared to, you know, buy any, you did what you had to do and you made them. You know what I mean?
What you could do is you got your coloured electrical tape, right? And just made your own.
But yeah.
Hey, Tracy's got a nice mountain bike out there, you know. Front and back discs, all that, full suspension. It's a nice bike as well.
But yeah.
We're too
see
busy
that-
with babies. So don't get
You
a
see,
chance
the
to ride
thing is,
bikes.
Tracy, I had a chopper and I think that kind of put me off bikes.
It's
Just
a
doing
nice
the
one,
arts,
really
that's
nice
it.
bike. Hers is a really good one.
That's the one. Stir me
My
out.
bike looks like some art fucking Steptoe, son.
Yeah, but can't you remember the best mode of transport was when you made your own little go-kart thing?
Oh, Christ, we all did that.
Yeah.
I've still got that engine, Jeanette, out of that big generator. I'm going to make one next year, you know.
Old pram wheels.
You're the welder, Johnny. Just knock it up. Knock something up. Out of a few bits of tube. You're aware.
I will do next year.
You know what I mean?
Well, somebody's kindly making a donation to me, welder, so I might be able to get one a bit better.
All right. You set up a fund me page with welder.
Well, now I've got your number back, Richard. I'll run it through by you first, what I'm going to pick.
I reckon that
Does she know
one
your stuff
other
about
day
them?
that we looked up, that one, what were it? You said get...
Yeah, that is a good one. I still might just get that one.
Hi,
Yeah.
Gary.
Hello, Gary. How are you doing?
I'm going to be doing a little couple of jobs I've seen on the car, and the rest of it will be just like me tinkering about with welder. Well, not.
Oh, Tracy says only bike a man won't let her have were a motorbike.
Oh, Christ. We were all on motorbikes.
Do you remember that big industrial petrol generator I got? But the
Yeah.
generator bit was knackered. I've kept the engine for that. That'd make a good go-kart engine, that, Richard. Make a good go-kart, that engine.
Gordo said Richard's chopper has cobwebs on it, Gary.
Gary!
But yeah, you know, a bit of string fit on go-kart. We used to...
I'd have never guessed, Tracy. You know? I don't know how to put this, but I'm more feminine than she is.
Wow, it don't matter, Johnny.
Yeah.
All women aren't feminine.
Great tits, great asses. You can tarmac your drive, so it's all good.
I mean, I can't say I'm particularly feminine. You know what I mean?
I've got a feminine side.
You know, we were brought up saying we were all like tomboys. We used to like
Yeah,
climbing.
when we get kicked in balls, we scream like a bitch.
You know what I mean? Because we used to hang out
Yeah,
with all lads. You know, me and my
Gary
sister.
there. Cheers, Gary. I'm on Lucas Ada vodka. We're experimenting tonight.
You know, we did what the lads did. You know what I mean?
Richard, have you got out a bit more top shelf?
No, I've only got Carling. I've got some Baileys.
Swinging
had a
from
few
the tree
Baileys
on
last night.
what they call a tow rope.
Yeah, I had three big Baileys last night.
No.
Thursday night pop
No.
quiz. Bloody hell, that went on for hours.
My
Pop
first
quiz
computer
Thursday
had
night.
Windows 98 on it. Hey, it's good stuff, Gary. I feel like running a marathon, but I'm too pissed. So I'll just sit here.
Same as Tracy says, back then, I mean, there were no mobile phones, there were no PCs, there were no tablets, no nothing.
Oh, it was lovely,
Not
wasn't it?
even
There
mobile
were no
phones.
noise in his heads. There were no noise in his heads from the world.
Just go on from school, you'd be straight back out again.
That's it. You see, where
I'm
we
changing my job title,
were
Richard. I'm now a
surrounded,
freelance journalist.
you know, we were surrounded by fields, you know, and a bit further down there were like ponds where you used to go, you know, get frog spawn and all sorts, bulrushes and all sorts.
Only porn we saw with underwear section in Kay's catalogue.
But yeah, you know what I mean.
Why has this page got a bookmark in it?
Yeah, Kay's catalogue. Where the hell's...
Yeah, the women used to look at the underpants section and think he's got a weird shaped knob. We used to look at women's section and think, yeah, that'll do.
Hi, Skip. How are you?
Hello,
How
Skip.
long did you go on for, Richard?
Ooh.
Well, the pop quiz on Thursday night, 4 o'clock it finished. 4 o'clock.
I'm going with Gary saying.
Is that the one where you messaged me, Jeanette, to see if I've gone missing?
Yeah, it says Gary says I were drifting off at 1:30 the other night with Richard's quiz. Still managed to stay up until the death.
Yeah, 4 o'clock, I think. I think it was about 4 o'clock.
Yeah. When I were a kid.
Hey, what do you think, Richard? Tyson fight. What a shit show that was.
It's really sad now because where we
You know something? It turned out he had to wear lightweight gloves. He also, if he'd have knocked him out in the first 2 rounds, he would have got less money. It was just a total fucking farce.
Chris, that's what Chris says. It was like a circus.
Total farce.
Yeah.
And obviously, after 6 rounds at the age of 58, it was fucking.
Chris said they never really actually took a punch, really.
But he got some bloody good money for it, and I don't blame him. So
answer to Tommy's question was yes. Where we lived, you know, it were Arctic country, but now when you go back, it's all industrial estates now. They've bought it all, and you know, you wouldn't recognise it from when we were kids. It's got very industrialised. Yeah, someone kept reading my answers on the panel and using it as their guess.
Trying to say there were a bit of foul play, Gary.
It's in what Skip's put.
Nice to meet you, Village Skip.
Just call him Skip. He says, Jamie said you send really good maple donuts to the US for free. He has been telling the entire internet. They're actually apple cinnamon donuts. You know.
Foul play was cheating on the panel.
But yeah, I mean, they long gone. I did text some to Johnny and Tracy's on Wednesday, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That was my breakfast.
Yeah, just call me Skip. It says foul play there was cheating on the panel. But just you and Joelle, or did somebody else come up then?
No, they were.
Put this way, Skip. I'm having a good night. I might have to zoom in the chat.
Tam's here as well. But she went about half an hour early, and that was it. Yeah, Tam's here, but she left about 3 o'clock. Her mum phoned her up or something.
Oh, I'm in Noddyland then.
Right, I'm nearly out of ice cubes, so I've got to put the rest of that in.
Chris says I never used my 50-50 or phone a friend. But
yeah, we had how many questions we went through that on that night? I think it was 278. 278 tracks.
Was it Halloween? I can't remember. I was a bit pissed. Was it Halloween night when I was going through all fucking shit jokes about fucking stuff?
Yeah.
I can't remember. It went
Yeah.
about an hour, didn't it?
A bit pissed, yeah, you were just a bit. Just a bit.
I don't know what happened. I really don't.
Oh, don't say you don't have any friends, Gary.
People pop a bottle next to
Welcome
me.
to the club. Yeah, I've got some good friends.
That's gonna knock me head off because there's not much orange in that. It's my last one though, because I'm out
These
of ice
two on the
cubes.
panel being two of my best friends, and Tracy. Well, my two male best friends.
Or as I call her, Miss fucking don't answer the phone when I'm trying to look for cream.
He says Jamie's is my channel manager. I am an old fart, so he helps me out now. Really get hey up. I am Skip. I know my way around it, but yeah, I'm having a bit of a thing with
Yeah, see you in a bit, Gordo.
See you later, Gordo.
See you later, Gordo.
Yeah, Mr.
That woman ever have a day off?
Visit in this house, you know.
Mrs.
I'm
G.
what we call a technophobe.
I don't know. You do all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, making my way around YouTube and StreamYards, but yeah, you know, I mean, technically.
I'm gonna say for
It's calling me an old boiler again. Baby.
I'm Richard. I'm gonna say she's done all right for an old boiler.
Again.
Old boiler. That's not
Only one of them worm ones. Is it glowworm?
But we were talking about boilers.
You know something? It's only because you brought me a cock ring and it won't fit.
So we ate it instead.
Yeah.
Hey, up as you me got face on me, Richard. Go back to you.
That is what you call ornamental.
But
we fed ours before everybody arrived, so we wouldn't harass everybody. They were more laid back, you see. Oh, we're a lot of shit, honest to God.
just keeps having a glance round at you, Richard.
Yeah, no. Just keeps wanting to sit here on front of me and get it way up bloody screen.
I mean, what sort of fight is it where they're half the weight of the gloves and they're not allowed to knock each other out?
He says Jamie also used to be a replacement co-host when I did a Wednesday Night Live. He was a pain in the ass. Lol, seriously, he saved my ass more than once. Yeah.
Yeah, good guy.
It's the technical stuff that I'm not sort of, I mean, I do good intros and I do good thumbnails and whatever.
Well, I had two friends that tried to show me how to do all this, right? They all needed counselling back time and they fucking showed me how to do it.
Oh dear.
And they're actually both tattooed on my arms, but one on one arm and one on the other. And they're the ones that taught me how to do it all.
But this is the thing. I mean, yeah.
My first ever live, Jeanette, at the end of the live, those two friends said to me, you know, you were a bit nervous about talking live on camera. He said, don't worry about it. You fucking shut up.
This is the thing. I mean, when I first started doing the baking lives, the only thing I kept saying, you can tell when I'm nervous because I start saying a lot.
Let's spoon this.
So yeah. But the thing is, it's like everything else, the more you do
anyway, it's Saturday night, Jeanette. Where's the Malibu?
Down here.
Where's the Malibu?
I've still got a bottle of Smirnoff Ice in there.
Well, it's Saturday night, Jeanette.
He says he thought it were a cat statue until it yawned. She is a pain in the arse.
Yeah, she's a meerkat / cat.
She is right pain in the rear.
Or as we like to call her, the cable adjuster.
I wish she were a statue, it'd be easier.
She'll grow out of that, though, I think, you know.
You better do.
Before you get the urge to kill her and stick her in a box, right, in bottom of a canal, I think she'll be all right by then. As annoying as she is, Richard, you're all she's got. You know what I mean?
Her name's Mia Skip. But she's
As Richard calls her, fucking get down.
Bastard. That's what I'm going to call her.
she, you know, she's got.
I've got a cat.
Climb
Skip. He's called Mister, and he's a prick.
Blinds and things like that.
My cat pretends he likes you and viciously attacks you.
Do things she's not supposed to, like go right back of Richard's computer and
Oh, bloody wires.
wires.
Yeah.
I've got a dog that doesn't know what day it is and a cat that fucking.
Bless him.
I had to trim all round his eyes again today. He couldn't see shit. Oh, Vanessa, good to see you.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Hello, Vanessa.
I've been experimenting. I'm on Lucozade and vodka.
Yeah, Johnny's dog. He is as blind as a bat.
He used to see Kalana with her. She's never had seen a dog before.
He's 22 though, isn't he, Johnny? So he's not done bad.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. I ain't got an exact date for him, but you can tell by the fossilization.
I couldn't help but laugh at him other day, but you know, it's not nice.
Put it this way: his teeth are Jurassic, and his breath's fucking supersonic.
But it looked like he'd been swimming other day, Wednesday, when we went over.
Yeah, he went to use his water bowl and dunked his
only real water bowl.
He dunked his head first straight in water. If you let him out at night, Vanessa, he has an argument with Park Bench. He walks into it, shakes his head, then walks into it again.
Pictures of the monastery were beautiful. Baby, Vanessa liked what's that abbey that you go? What's that abbey that you go to?
What?
Vanessa says your pictures of that monastery were.
Oh, Richard.
That abbey. We thought we seen that.
That's better than a chocolate orange.
I tell you what I bought, and
it won't be near Rotherham.
Tracy.
I got the idea from when we went away because they got them in the cottage.
This is how I know if Tracy's in the chat.
You're going to ask me what they are?
I know what they are.
There's smelly things. You put liquid in it.
It's called a reed diffuser.
Yeah,
you turn them around, Jeanette. You drink them, then turn them around again.
Yeah. It soaks that liquid in bottom up the reeds. This one's lavender.
Yeah, but Jeanette, if you want an instant smell, just flip them round, stick the other end in. You get a nice blast.
Hey, funnily enough, Skip, that's Buddy is Johnny's dog's name.
Yeah, we don't know his exact name, but he answered to it, so it's all good. We got him when he was about 14 years old, and we've had him nearly 7 years now. So.
She says, if you want to drink this wine.
Oh, no. I'm not drinking. No.
But yeah, that's Buddy is Johnny's.
Hey, Richard, I'd have to rip the raffle ticket off it first.
He's surprised he's got any toes and fingers left.
Do you know something, Jeanette? I said that to Ed Teacher at Gates. I said, I wouldn't give out you a bottle of wine, but I'd have to take last year's raffle ticket off it.
Gary says, are you burning sage to get rid of spirits? No.
No, I'm just drinking them instead.
They do some on.
I'm just drinking them instead, Gary.
They do some on Amazon.
I'll tell you something though, Jeanette. I'm quite proud of myself today. You know, I've been in a room full of people that are around my age. Yeah, and I look fucking better than any of them. Honest to God, Gary, they all fucking look older than me. They do.
Here are, Gary. These are some look sage smudge sticks.
Sage what?
It's called sage smudge sticks, and you burn them to get rid of any negative spirits. Another one that I've come across is
Would it be easy just to set fire to your exes? Honest to God, I'm sat there today thinking, who'll let the dogs out?
This is another one that I've heard a lot about, and it's called Paolo Santo sticks, and that's another one that you can.
Yeah, you throw the chicken in, Vanessa.
They are, you know. That's Paolo de Santo sticks, and you do the same with them. You burn them as well. Looks like
Hey, Jeanette, I've blown enough natural herbs in this house to squad away any spirits.
Sorry, Jake.
Hey, what you doing?
Yeah, in it, Skip. It's when you're trying to ward away evil spirits and they're still there next morning saying good.
Oh dear.
Chase, that box is smaller than what you've got now.
They've got it in a spray now as well. And they do
So tomorrow
Paolo
I've got Keith,
Santo incense
baby,
sticks
and
as well.
Christine. Oh dear. That'll do me good, Richard.
Huh?
So I've got Christine tomorrow, a baby, and Keena. That'll do me good. I'll have to take them out. As long as it ain't raining, we'll go out. If you stay inside with that many kids, it's going to lead to fucking mayhem.
Oh God.
I think it's going to be shit weather tomorrow for most of the country, to be honest with you.
I ain't look, to be honest. I don't look.
But next few days, it's going to be like sleety, rain, and cold and shitty.
They do.
I know what it's going to be like tomorrow.
They do a set look that's got smudge sticks, Paolo de Santo, and crystals. You see what it is, Skip? We have a lot of stuff happen that we can't explain. So
Richard,
we think,
it's going to be sunny all day, eh?
I mean, they're not negative. You know what I mean? They're not negative in any way, but you know, like hearing when you come down our stairs, you can hear stairs creaking.
We get that shit on Monday, Richard.
That's a lot of, you know. Let's have a look.
Wind's picking up by Tuesday.
Ooh. Oh. When I put my weather on, it was somebody with an umbrella. It's gone back to float with things on, with headphones on.
So you know we can stick that. Yeah.
It's going to be 8 degrees, light rain developing in the afternoon, turning colder tomorrow. And tomorrow night, it's going to be 1 degrees. Okay, then, Skip, thanks for popping in.
See you later, Skip.
But yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I know I'm
meeting you, Skip.
He's a friend of Jamie's.
Scott,
Jamie, WrestleMania, whatever you want to call him. But you know, I mean, nothing bad happens. It's just, you know, stuff going flying off at counter. I mean, we were sat in here other day and nobody were in kitchen and a loaf of bread come flying off at worktop.
Oh, hellfire.
Yeah, did it, Chris? Baby. When that loaf of bread come flying off at worktop in kitchen.
Well, if you're not going to use Warburtons, what do you expect?
It were Ovis, so it probably be Ovis, lad.
Yeah. You will respect the bread.
Yeah, we were sat
Yeah,
in
you
it
do
other
have some
day.
weird shit going on in that house, don't you?
We were sat in it other day, and I heard this noise, and I
Hey,
said,
Gary, we could call it the Great British Loaf Off.
it nearly took your loaf off. But yeah, we were sat in here, and I said to Chris, there's something just gone flying in kitchen. I says, it sounded like that loaf of bread. And sure enough, Chris went in, and it went middle at the floor. Not just...
Oh, hang on.
It was,
I can tell whether it was something ghostly or not. Was it butter side down?
it was the actual loaf itself, not a piece of bread. It was the loaf itself. Somebody wanted some toast.
Say, oi, get away from my tiger loaf, you prick.
But anyway,
that
that was the latest instalment. And then other night, we were sat here and at Chris says, our Callum's coming down in tea. And I went, no. And he says, I'm sure I heard him coming down. I says, no, but you know him.
Hey, James, it was only complimentary.
to get his loaf.
Hi, Jamie.
Maybe he wanted
Jamie.
to bread.
Scott.
It might
Yeah,
still be here.
Jamie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Telling everybody about me donuts. Or just Timmy
Oh,
says.
dear.
But yeah.
I got water in me from having a bath. My bath was hot enough to fucking poach an egg.
Chris couldn't get his leg off. He even to have a shower and he mind going bath.
Richard, I have the hottest fucking bath. It's ridiculous. I come out like a fucking lobster. I've always loved red hot baths. I don't know why. You only lower yourself in, you go, fucking hell.
Bloody hell, that's hot.
Woo!
Yeah.
You know what the best thing ever to do, Jeanette?
What?
Have a hot bath and a cup of tea, and then you're hot on the inside and the outside.
Got to get in. Fucking bath first.
I was
and then
gonna
get out
say.
once that's done.
It's the
So next time we're having a bath,
bit
shout-
can't do.
Shout Chris to put kettle on.
Yeah, can't get in it. See,
Just
we've
sent me a
got
voice.
our shower like you know most people is over at bath, and it's the actual going in bath bit that he can't do.
Hang on. So, this should be funny. Hang on.
Dragon's blood. Sage. Ooh. But Jamie, he says, dude, cover up, your pussy is showing.
What?
It's done about Richard.
What?
Because Mia's on arm at sofa and he said, dude, cover up, your pussy is showing. But yeah, he's scared. She's scared Skip because she thought it was a statue until it yawned.
I'm like that.
A statue.
But
Yeah, when I took the second lot at Tipper with he says, we don't see many Jags at the tip. I said, yeah, but if I brought my trailer, it's fucking longer than a truck. Honest to God, when you put the trailer on the back, it's as long as like a mid-sized van. It's fucking longer than that. I won't get that in the tip. No chance. Not the one I go to, anyway. See, the problem is, Richard, it jackknifes the minute you fucking turn it slightly bit wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were twin axle, you get a bit of a tiny bit of leeway, don't you, with the reversing, but not with not single axle.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Plus, if I back that into the bays they have, no cars would get round it either. So I'm stuck to putting it in the boot.
It is quite big though, isn't it, Johnny? Talking
What?
about, yeah, your trailer.
Yeah, the trailer's 12 foot by 4, I think. Great for picking stuff up, but shit for going to tip with. Get it in. I don't know what it seems to be with Rab. I had a lot more. I could back it up quite well, but I can't do it with that one. It's the fact that it tries to do 40 mile an hour in reverse. Anna's partner's dad brought his car down and it's a 2 litre turbo diesel. Went, oh, what's that? I said, oh, 2.7 twin turbo diesel. Care to line up at the lights? You can wheel spin them, can't you, Richard? When you plant a drag. Yeah. I fucking shit myself first time it did it. Because my RAV4 were all wheel drive constantly. But when you got a car that's rear wheel drive, it pushes you into the seat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He says Skip's a bit rough around edges. He were a truck driver because he was saying he has to rely on.
He lifts the bonnet and that every time he comes here to let it cool down. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing with it. It's only an hour and a half from Newcastle to here.
That's not bad then. But so what did you owe the pleasure?
What?
With him coming down.
It were Anna come to see Keenan bring her presents and that.
Oh yeah, for a birthday.
Here for a birthday. Or Christmas. Oh, fuck. Never mind.
Oh well, at least they made the effort to come down and.
Yeah. She got loads of presents off him. With a Lilo and Stitch theme.
Oh.
Half of them all on my floor at the moment. See, she's got a little pink chair behind me, so when she wants to be with me, she just chills in here with me. Yeah. She's got a bead making kit. Look, she made me a little one. It's got a little love art on it. And it says Dad. It says Dad on it.
Oh, bless her.
So, she told me it was a bracelet. It's not like it's a good one. It's just a bracelet if I want to cut my circulation off.
I was going to say, how am I supposed to fit that on my wrist?
Which is a bloody thing. So can you extend it a bit, love? Maybe another foot.
Oh, you shoot her out right place, Johnny.
Tonight, James is free tech support. Hey, quick, ask some questions. I'm digging my new shelf, Jeanette. That pane of glass has been at garden for about 5 years.
No,
you know, you got a pane of glass in corner and you swear one day it's going to get broken.
I've still got a strip lights here. So, but if you're wondering, Jamie, why Chris is not so rambunctious tonight, is he's suffering, he's in pain.
What do you want? Give me out of that.
Look at that. Looks like my antiques corner, doesn't it?
Jump on his head, Mia.
I've just noticed you put your ship back over there.
You meowing at?
Because we are sailing.
I'm up onto my shoulder.
We are sailing across the ocean out to sea. If you don't
forget
believe
life
me, look.
jacket.
Hey, how many Somalians can I get in that?
As many as they can fit in, Johnny.
Oh yeah.
We've been in children for.
We are overflowing. Overflowing.
Oh dear. You know why they?
Hey,
Why,
it's not the guys that were bringing selling all these big dinghies. You know, turned out it were Amazon. They got a bit suspicious when vans had to turn up on beach.
Yeah.
the reason why they use these rubber dinghies is because the cheapest thing to, you know what I mean? These smuggling gangs, basically.
They've only got to get them across the French coastline, and that's it. They'll
That's
get
it.
picked up anyway.
And that's why they use these rubber dinghies, is because they're the cheapest form of transport.
I'd get a submarine with a pointy end and just fucking sail underneath it. I go, boop.
Because they did this radar thing. I think it was showing you French did this radar summit, and they were
Hey, the strongest swimmers get a job at Aldi.
You know what I mean? There were these rubber dinghies. They went into this garage, and it was absolutely chop bang.
I saw that on news. Yeah, but
Rubber dinghies.
in Netherlands it were, and it was just stacked
Right.
out rubber dinghies. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
basically
When asked,
when
he
they
said
said
it was into
why
bondage.
they use the rubber dinghies, because they cost next to nothing, and basically charge these.
Yeah. When he confronted, he said it was for P. Diddy's fucking baby oil.
Jamie says, when I was younger, I also used to put rubber over my dinghy. Got 2 kids out of it, though.
Oh, stay there.
But yeah, you know, it's because these rubber dinghies are dirty.
Yeah, James, when they say give it to me now, he said, give me a minute. I said, I can't wait. Oh, fair enough. that was my form of contraception. Richard, that's a good form of contraception when you say fair enough.
Oh dear.
I'll say, oh shit, it's twanged. Hence 4 kids, 3 different mums, but never mind. They all knew about each other. In fact, they all go out, don't you, Tracy? They all go out at Christmas together. People find it unusual, Richard.
Yeah.
That all my exes get on with each other.
That is bizarre.
Hey, it's a lot less hassle than them all being at war with each other, Richard.
Yeah.
Plus, all our kids that we had together are all grown up now, so it's all good. They're off me back now, Richard. One of them was asking earlier how much he's getting for Christmas. I said 30 quid. You know, they're adults now. Why should they get them presents?
That's
Correct.
it.
I bet hey, Richard, would your 2 girls set up for 30 quid each?
No. Definitely not. They think I was taking the piss. Don't know what they're expecting this year. 21. God forbid.
Oh yeah, 21. You got to do something. I think you'd be putting a deposit down on one of their cars first before your own.
Oh dear.
Ain't one of them taking lessons?
What's that? Lessons for what? Driving.
Driving lessons.
Well, she's passed now. She's got a car now.
All right. She got a car.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What'd she get?
A little Fiat 500.
Oh, all right, then. Well. I've seen somebody working on one. There's no fucking hand room. Everything's wedged in there.
Same as
I can
them,
honestly say that vodka's strong.
same as them smart cars, aren't they?
No,
Can't ring a.
Fiat 500.
I know. I'm on about the smart cars. There ain't enough room to swing a cat round in them.
Yeah.
Very little.
One of them little pricks won't get out my way earlier.
It's not that really the only car she can get, really, because of insurance. You know what I mean? She's paying a ridiculous amount of insurance on it. She's paying more in
Oh, my
insurance.
Chloe
than what
pays a ridiculous
she
amount.
paid for the car.
Jesus.
Yeah. Paying about
I'm
100 quid.
mine's just over 500. Mine.
My last one were, tell you what it was, I've just not long renewed it. 272. Last time with Sheila's wheels.
Yeah. The only clause to that insurance is you got to have some of them pink furry dice in your car.
It's unusual that I go with same 1-2 years on top, but they sent me an email and it had gone down by 41 quid, and I thought, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Is that?
That's it.
Okay, now my last one tried to put it up nearly £1,000 on the
Yeah, well, the one before Sheila's wheels, they did exactly the same with me last year.
So I've been with you for I'll come clean. It was direct line. I've been with them for about 7 years, no bother. And then they suddenly doubled it for I had no claim, no, it's fucking doubled it. So no way am I having that.
But yeah, I mean,
I've got one called Godfrey Car Insurance, and now I'm with Hastings now. So,
I mean,
if they don't show any loyalty.
I'm going to say, you'd think if you're over them with a period of years and you've had no claims or no prangs or
I've got 15 years no claim.
They'd reward you by lowering your premium.
Yeah, they
just charge you extra to protect it.
Doesn't count that, they just put it up normally.
Isn't it, Richard? They just charge you extra to protect you, no claims.
Yeah.
That mean like nowadays though that no claims don't.
I put in a claim, but when they told me how much the fees were and everything for a car that were worth £1,000, I just told them not to bother. Cancelled it. They put me premiums up for a cat, and then they got like 600 quid. What a bloody point in that?
Yeah.
None at all. So I got shafted by West Yorkshire Police and the insurance.
It's ridiculous.
That's why my mum calls this car my my midlife crisis car.
But this is the thing. I mean, it's nowadays you can't get away with not having no insurance or tax or anything like that because of these ANPR cameras.
When I sent the pictures of that car to my mum, she went, "You're mental. You're not getting that. Don't be so bloody stupid. Do you know how much it costs to run a Jag?" She said.
But yeah, it's
not a lot if you do it yourself, Richard.
No.
My sergeant in the Air Force had a smart car who used to sneak out and turn it sideways in parking lot.
That's the thing, isn't it, Gary? When you end up paying more than what your car's worth in insurance.
Yeah. Well, with this mobility, you don't have to pay insurance. They tax it and insure it for you.
Hey, Gary, that should be pinkelephant.com. Because I'd have to fucking see one first. Oh, dear.
But yeah, you know what I mean? In this day and age, especially with economy the way it is, you have to shop around for it cheapest.
You do. There's certain areas I can't drive in now because it looks like Pimp My Fucking Ride. Richard, I can't go to the places I used to go to get it myself, if you know what I'm saying. I might as well have my window down with fucking gangster music playing out a window, pulling up in fucking Airals with a car like that.
Oh dear.
I should have a sticker it back. My other car's a Nissan Micra.
Oh dear.
I was always paid up front, as I would save about 40 to 60 with each policy. No, I just got one car. There you go.
Yeah, but that's a good thing about mobility thing. You don't.
I
have to pay
could. Oh, tonight I could have got another S-Type for 400 quid. It needed slightly a bit of work.
slightly. I mean,
Every-
yeah.
Every ball joint needed replacing,
I
basically.
was gonna say,
Upper, lowers, all lot. Nice one as well, and it's a petrol one. But I said I'll think about it. Seemed like a baby blue colour as well. Exactly the same interior and everything. But like it's just failed its MOT and like every fucking ball joint you can think of having on one. Its knee joint's not connected to its thigh joint. It's shame it's had loads of work done, but it said on that's the weird thing, you know. It said on its last MOT, it didn't show up of any of these advisories.
see you
Then you
later,
went to a
Jamie.
different garage and it failed on all them.
Yeah, Jamie.
See you later, bud. But I ran the MOT and fucking hell.
It's sad
The fail
reading.
list you have to scroll through like that.
I'm going to say where it's sad reading.
You know when you're looking for your date of birth on a fucking screen? You gotta scroll it like you're running a fruit machine.
Yeah.
Fuck me, I scrolled past.
Well, when you're turning that wheel on Price is Right.
Yeah. Hey, to get back to 1976, you got to do a bit of scrolling.
I know. How do you think I feel? I've got to scroll back to 1962.
So I'm looking for my date of birth, but the scroll fell off.
Well, that's it. I mean, even Gary says.
Oh, Gary, I had one of them for 3 years. It was the worst fucking mistake I ever made. It was the people carrier version of the Citroen Berlingo. Richard, a non-turbo diesel. Oh my god. It was slow as fuck and cost a fortune to run.
I mean, we were
You know, I
talking
got it from
about
brand new,
right.
Jeanette. When I took it back after 3 years, it had only done 23,000 because I fucking didn't like driving it.
Yeah, you know, even with a brand new car, the minute you drive it off a thing,
It had a van clutch as well, so it was just awful to drive. Awful.
It loses its.
The only thing it had going for it is you could load it up with shit. That's it.
But
It suited it well, Gary, because it was a Citroen. Yeah, mine was non-turbo diesel. It was crap, honest to God. By the time you got up to speed, it was time to stop.
That's you need want some power. I need the
it's
power.
too small for me to drive. Yeah, no power.
Absolute bag of shit. It was exactly the same as Peugeot Panther. In fact, the bottom bit of me under my bumper fell off, a plastic bit, right? And on one side it said fucking Citroen on it, and the other side it said Peugeot. The Peugeot Panther and the Citroen Berlingo are exactly the same. Exactly the same. Just swap the badges over. And you remember the Skoda Octavia? That were an Audi 8, with badges changed over. Because that's when Audi took over Skoda. They just swapped badges over at Body Shell.
I think their Allison's always had them Skoda cars.
Remember I had one of the original Skodas with engine it back. You know what she used to do in winter?
This is like modern.
You know what she did in winter? You put a bag of sand in the front to make it fucking stick to road. Slide all over the place, Richard. When winter were coming, bag of sand in front.
Good cars now with Skodas.
Yeah.
Well,
their Allison is
They're
always
owned by Audi now.
Skodas, but
It's
the
all
modern
Volkswagen stuff
Skoda.
There's only like 4 major brands now, aren't there? And they all fucking operate all of them, really. Yeah. I moved all my stuff from my old house, Gary, to this house in my shitter and Billinger. Do you know, on the last one, I took my wheelie bins as well. I thought, fuck you. My neighbour asked next door, how come I've got 3 of them? It's because I brought my other ones from last house, that's why. Oh, honestly, God, they were dirty fuckers on that street. They'd let their bins out with fucking flies swarming around them. I used to jet wash my bins every time. Every time they were emptied, I'd jet wash them out. So last trip, I thought, you're not having my bins. I knew I went back the next day and some prick had nicked the gates. They nicked the driveway gates. I'd only been gone. I wanted to be gone one night. My side gate and my fucking driveway gates. If they'd fit up roof rack and I took them and all. Robbing bastards.
I know.
So they'd definitely nicked me wheelie bin. Yeah, they'd definitely. And when I moved in this house, somebody nicked me wheelie bin and dragged it round to a house round corner. And I walked past one day, hang on a minute, this ain't 156, you cheeky cunt. So I fucking took it back round to my house.
We had that once when we were here, and I don't know who it were, but we'd put a bit, I think it was black bin, and Chris went out to bring it in, and he couldn't find it anyway, and he says, "Our black bin's gone missing." So
hey, you know what they did next door, Jeanette?
What?
They had a little fire, right? And with ashes, he put ashes in wheelie bin, and it said fucking wheelie bin on fire. So his wheelie bin next door's got a big hole inside of it.
Anyway, a week or so later, Chris spotted our bin. He says, "Right, I'm getting the fucker back."
Ford Kunga, yeah, I know which one you mean.
But
you don't know till you fucking stuck with them, do you? I think they should, any car you want to buy, they should let you have it for the weekend before you buy it.
Try before you buy.
It is, because you need a couple of days to think, can I live with it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you want to buy something, you better off hiring one for a few days if you can.
Yeah.
Hire the same car before you buy it.
The model that you're on about buying, and
yeah,
you're not forking all that money out and then realising it's not for you.
I can't find anywhere where you can hire a Volvo T8 XC90.
But
can you go to a Volvo showroom and ask for a test drive?
Yeah, but they're all brand new ones. There's no point in test driving a brand new one. Because everything brand new feels good.
My mum got one of them MG SUVs, and within a fucking week, the sat nav had gone on mental, and it was draining the battery. Richard, and fucking car won't start.
I found a garage. I have some, but I don't know what it is. It's on Auto Trader, but I don't know where they are. Tell you, but they're miles away. But everything they have is super low mileage. I'd love to know where they get the cars from. Yeah, they're fucking slow. Bloody slow. You know, but they've got cars on for sale. They've got a. Not that I'm after a BMW X5, but they've got a BMW X5 on 2008 with only 10,000 miles on it.
Yeah, that's not even broken in, is it?
Oh, all the cars are low mileage, and I think, where the friggin' how do you get them from at that mileage? You know, and all they do is Range Rover and Land Rover and BMW 4-wheel drives. Got some beautiful Range Rovers.
Where we got ours from, they do XC90 used cars.
T8, XC90 T8.
Oh, Tyson should have said that in first place, shouldn't he, really? Tyson's put, one of the best situations when you lost but you still won. I'm grateful for last night and the last fight. I almost died in June. I had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in weight in hospital, and still managed to get back to fighting fit. Not bad for an old man, he put.
They ain't got any in that Stoneacre. That. See you later, Jason.
See you later, Jason.
Sorry, we do not have any vehicles matching your criteria.
No, I didn't think they would. There's not that many. There's only an handful for sale on Auto Trader. There's plenty of Volvo XC90s, but not T8s. Plenty of Range Rovers, but I'm just put off a bit with Land Rover's reliability. It's not brilliant. Porsche Cayenne. I like them. Them are nice.
They're decent size though.
Oh yeah.
Not bad looking. I must admit they're not bad looking. I mean, they look like an overinflated Porsche, but look like a Porsche on steroids, don't they? That's been stood on some bigger wheels.
This garage right down in Slough, they've got one with 26,000 miles on it. They get all the cars with that low mileage. Mystery.
You know what it is when it comes to Porsches all like that? They've probably got the first service bill, Richard.
I just don't get it. I just don't understand how they can get all the cars with such low mileage. You know, it's strange.
A lot of people can't keep up with repayments these days, though, can they?
Oh, still, but you know, every car they have is low mileage. You know.
There's record repossessions at the moment, though, isn't there, car-wise at the moment?
Yeah. It's not how they do it, but you know. I don't know how they do it.
Oh dear.
Try and get a Volvo XC90 T8 on Auto Trader. There ain't many. There's only, well,
I can't play music tonight because baby will wake up.
it's only 2 pages worth. Pardon me.
It's not quite the same sitting here when phone's going like that.
I'm looking to see if I can find any.
Welcome back, Gordo.
Any what?
Round here.
No, Gordo drives a Jag.
There'll be plenty of Volvo XC90s, but not T8 models. That's the one I want.
He's
I
serving up tea.
want the hybrid.
What's the tea, Gordo?
You know, I want the hybrid. I want the horses. You know what I mean? Put your foot down, goes like shit.
Yeah, we're talking about mega money.
Oh yeah, there's one for sale in Ossett. That's not far from Johnny. I don't think it's Ossett.
No, my auntie lives in Ossett. It's 2 junctions up the motorway. About 15 minutes to Ossett.
It's weird as Auto Trader. You find cars and then you look again, they disappear. Then you look again, they're back again. You think, what the friggin' hell's going on?
But yeah, these are coming up with mega money.
How much?
30 odd grand.
Yeah, I'm not paying that. I mean, budget is maximum, if I'm in a good mood on the day, 25. That's if I'm in a good mood, but I'd rather pay 20.
Oh, that'll do.
20 plus my cards are trading, so you know, whatever they give me for mine plus 20 grand. That's the sort of that's what I'm aiming at. My car plus 20,000. That's my target, but I will pay a little bit extra for the right car. There's cheap ones on Auto Trader, but they're freaking high mileage.
Is that what kind of car you're looking for?
Exactly that, yeah. T8 Inscription. That's the one. That's the right model as well. There's two models. There's Inscription and Momentum. Well, I want Inscription or Inscription Pro. There's one. There's an
That's
So you
Inscription.
got a bit more to spend, Richard, but I didn't do bad getting a car that was 17-year-old. It had only done 71.
It's 2,500 for that one.
Yeah. How much you said, Jeanette? How much?
32,500.
I don't want to pay that.
Yeah. Come on, Jeanette, get on Auto Trader.
Let's see if anybody can find it. I can.
So what are you wanting again, Richard?
Volvo XC90
T8.
T8, and it's got to be Inscription or Inscription Pro. I don't want. They do three models. They do an Inscription Pro, and then they do a lesser spec one, which is called the Momentum. Well, I don't want the Momentum. Inscription or Inscription Pro. The Inscription Pro has side steps on it, so that is ideal. There's one for sale here that's ideal, but it's in Peterborough. I keep looking at it, you know what I mean? But bloody Peterborough's a bit of a trek. I mean, I don't mind travelling. I mean, one of my Volvos I bought a few years back, I went all the way to Goole for it, you know, so I'm not
They've
adverse.
got that one, but I don't think it's the T8.
No, that's a D5. That's no good. It's like not enough power to pull your hat off. It's not that. That's expensive road tax. The T8's no road tax, zero.
Yeah, got one here. Volvo 2020 Volvo XC90 2-litre T8 hybrid. 35,000.
I know. Well, some on here, John, here are 47.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
What's a new one? You're talking 88 for a brand new one. I ain't paying
Yeah,
that.
nice. That one is done.
Won't be a lot of miles at that price. What year is it?
It's done 20,730.
That's it. See, after someone here that have done 200,000 miles, well, I'll never buy that, but it does show that they're good for the miles when they are for sale for that mileage.
Oh, they're a Volvo, aren't they? Volvos are good for miles anyway.
Yeah, but what worries me is the battery. You see, they've got a battery in them, a big battery. But if they're doing 200,000, the battery must be good for 200,000.
There's one here, XC90 2-litre T8 Plus, 52 grand.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Got one here, 2023 Volvo XC90 2-litre T8. 47,995.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty for sale for daft money. But you try and find them. I've got my
in a fancy showroom, that one.
Yeah, I've got my Auto Trader set it up to 25,000, with lowest mileage first being priority. And
Nice interior, isn't it?
There's one here, T8 Inscription, exactly what you want, but it's 30, nearly 40 grand.
Correct. Yeah, you're not playing my game here, you lot.
What's Momentum? What's difference?
Hey, Richard, do you mind one that's been keyed a bit?
Momentum's the lowest spec one. It's Momentum.
Well, there's one here for just over 20.
Gary's looking for Milson Gills for some reason.
And that's in Manchester.
I don't.
Hey, Gary, you're doing an entirely different search.
I've probably seen the advert for that. Get a van, Richard, and through the UK, inviting Milton Gills into the back of the van. Yeah.
It's got two people on the job now looking for.
How about 35,000?
No, Johnny. I ain't paying that for no car. I could get a Bentley GT for 18 grand.
Oh, there you go.
And
What are you looking at for fucking Volvos?
Bentley.
Imagine pulling up at that in work. Imagine pulling up at work, Richard, with your Bentley.
Yeah.
You know, it's very specific, is Richard.
Not
And,
specific.
you know, they're either too much, or yeah, they're not quite.
We could buy Darwin Town Hall for that money.
Ideally, I'd like something in the 70,000 mile mark around that area, and it has to be the inscription. I don't want the
You're going to
momentum.
get one of those at 70,000 mile though.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at a few now here. I've got a few on my screen now, but they're all Solihull, Peterborough, West Drayton, wherever the hell West Drayton is. Clapham, yeah, London.
I thought you said slap them then, because they're going then.
The one at Essex, a different one again. That's what they call an R design. That one at Essex, 22 grand.
Pass me a cup, Bobby.
But again, and also there's another slant to it. Some of them are 9.2 kilowatt, and some are 10.4. I'd rather have the 10.4.
So we should build a penthouse on top of an Indian village then.
The 9.2 kilowatts are only 400 horsepower, but the 10.4 kilowatt ones are 407 horsepower. And a bit better battery range. Not that the battery range is important, because the hybrid, you know what I mean?
What's the difference in this T8 and there's one here, B5, but it's momentum?
Yeah, no good. It's no power. They're too low power. They're 200 odd horsepower. The B5 and the D5 and all that listens there.
There's one here, nearly 62 grand here.
There's lots of variants of engine. You can have, you know what I mean? The D5 is a 2.5 litre diesel engine, but it's about 220, 230 horsepower, which is not a lot for a big car like that.
Gary says, what would happen if you piss your seat with an electric car? Would you get an electric shock?
I don't know, but it's not all electric, it's hybrid.
No, but don't crash one, because the fuck you can't put them out when they catch on fire.
Speaking of a pissing seat, I'm just going for a piss.
There's some here, but they're ridiculous money.
Oh yeah.
Find another one. T8 Ultimate. That nearly 63 grand.
Yep. They don't do cheap, do the Swedes?
It's sending me my eyes boz-eyed looking at these. But yeah, you're going to be very, very lucky to get one, especially, for the, the exact thing that Richard wants.
So I've stopped looking now.
But yeah, it was sending me boz-eyed. Keep like scrolling and looking. Get an old milk float.
Oh, have you heard of electric cars now? I said to a guy at school the other day, I said, what's it like driving around in a car that sounds like a milk float? And he went, it's not my car, it's work's car. I said, oh, thank God for that. Oh, it's God, you ain't coming up behind you and you think, I need a yogurt.
You got any gold top while you're there?
Yeah, they might as well. Fresh orange and a yogurt. I'm not into milk.
Yeah, you know, I said I weren't dithering.
You've got your strawberries down for us then, Gary. Don't think he's got a chimney.
There's a chimney just down the road from Richard.
Oh yeah, that's a big bugger. When it looks fucking tall from up a hill, you know it's big. That's the thing, though, isn't it? Because it was in a valley. It had to be a massive chimney to get the smoke away, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a big bugger, is that?
Oh yeah. When I was
Gary
saying
said-
how do over your fence, I was looking at it.
Gary says to buy an old milk float, Richard.
No. Don't find me coding into that.
Yeah, not to yogurt in 60 minutes.
That's the beauty of one of those T8s. You can warm it up off your phone without even getting out the house.
I can do that. I just send Tracy out with keys.
You can put the heater on and everything before you even get out the house. I like that touch.
Oh, don't you be posh with your fucking heater.
Yeah.
I rewired that. Because
I haven't
I
heated
rewired that
steering
car
wheel on
heater
this
because I
morning.
burned the fucking wire off there.
Hey, oh,
Did we good?
thought you'd gone then.
Who?
You got the circle of death. Johnny.
Me?
No, Johnny.
Oh, but he didn't circle of death with me.
That's my brain comprehending. Well, there's
You
Tracy
see-
downstairs.
you see
as
this-
well, isn't there?
This is the thing, Tommy. That's the reason why shopping about.
Correct. There's no rush.
90 T8.
There's
It's
no
very
rush.
specific.
I'm not specific. It's just the model I want. You know what I mean? But I just started paying crazy money. There's plenty around the 20 grand mark, but it's for just finding the right one with decent, with right mileage. All the good ones are flipping miles away. I've even been looking on auctions. We'll see what's going through auctions, but they're not there.
It's a nice looking car. I know it's a totally different model, but I've tried Part S is sitting in it, and it's a nice car to sit in.
Yeah, well, it's the same. It's an XC90, but just the older version, you know.
Yeah, it's a decent size. I sat in it, I thought, oh, this would do. I like the seating position on it.
Yeah.
I've got it down to a fine art now, getting in that jag. Just go in Dukes of Hazzard style. It's easy.
Low down cars getting into them's a piece of piss. It's the getting back out that I struggle with when they're low to deck. Especially if you're parked
I
near
don't
an high
back it
curb.
off frame, me.
You're parked next to a high curb, you're like a fucking maggot trying to get out.
It's like getting out of a cockpit.
Whereas this is why with BMW we'd having side steps. I get on side step and I call it the safari entrance. You know what I mean? I sort of climb up, look above roof, and then slither in. It's a good job it's got roof rails to grab hold of. What's that?
I found it on Auto Trade, a Volvo XC90, 2-litre T8 twin engine, 5-door petrol plug-in hybrid. And it's got 119 miles on clock.
119? 119? Has it been anywhere?
It's 2017.
You mean 119,000?
119,000.
All right.
Good,
I'm saying 19.
It says it being out of driveway.
Bit too many miles, that really. What is it? Is it an inscription? Or is it an art design, that? Usually black ones
It
are
says our design, yeah.
black ones are usually art design.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought when you showed me wheels, it looked like an art design in that. Yeah, I
That
think
did
I've
be
seen
good,
that.
that vodka. I do declare, Jeanette. Vodka did me good. Now I can finish the rest of the bottle without getting pissed.
What you got, Johnny?
Yeah, that's in that
Worcester
one. I
Hoop
think
Day.
that one you just looked at's in Streatham,
Yeah, it is.
186 mile away. If he'd have been near, I'd have had a look at that. But God, Streatham, because there's one next. There was one for 15 grand, but it's in Enfield, which is just outskirts of London.
Where's Ilford?
Who?
Where's
Ilford.
Ilford?
London. That's that gold one. I've seen that. That's been on Auto Trader for yonks.
That's more
Yeah,
like
we're gonna-
a brownie colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an old man's colours. That's why it's not selling. People don't want that kind of colour nowadays. It's like a metallic brown, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a good colour to sell, is that? I've looked at it a few times. That one, it's beautiful inside and everything, but it's got like all walnut shit and everything around it.
Oh, dear.
But I'm just not. It's a funny colour, is that? And I think that's why it's not sold. That it's a queer colour. It's not a usual colour.
And the very last one is the Momentum one.
Yeah, I don't want a Momentum. They're all flipping miles away. That's the problem.
It's a brass. Oh, I don't know what you call it. Gold, brown.
Oh, it is. It's like a bronze colour.
Yeah.
Oh, not bronze. So
That's
what colour
more
is it?
like it, Richard. It is like a bronze colour.
I don't know what you call it. I'd say it's brown, but it's like brown metallic. It's a
Shitty brown colour.
it's a nice looking car, but it's a funny colour.
Yeah.
There's a car. It's like a brown bronze, God knows what metallic. You know what I mean?
Quite a nice colour though. Actually.
It's a funny colour. I think that's why it's not sold, because that's been on Auto Trader now for three or 4 months. That. Why have I gone off? Hang on, wrong freaking camera. That's why. Yeah, it's been on for quite on Auto Trader for a long time. Is that? So I think that's why it's not selling, because of its peculiar colour. You know, the black ones seem to be the best sellers for that car. Black or white.
He says it's a joke, aka hooker.
Deceased false teeth.
Hey, where's Wootton Under Edge? Where the friggin' hell's Wootton Under Edge?
Let me have a look.
Have you even heard of it?
Wootton? How do you spell it? W-O.
So hang on, I'm on it. Oh, it's Bristol. Near Bristol.
Yeah.
Gordo will know where. Gordo will know where that is. It's just outside of Bristol. Just about 20 miles north of Bristol.
Gloucestershire.
What?
Wootton Under Edge.
Yeah, it's just above Bristol.
Gloucestershire.
I didn't know it put a map on to show you where they were. Yeah. Just right corner from Gordo.
Check the glove box for the deceased false teeth.
I'll keep looking. I'll find it. It's easy to find a Range Rover, but I'm just concerned about the reliability of Range Rovers.
Well, we went past one broke down when we were coming back from Johnny's.
Yeah. And also the rate to get stolen at as well.
Yeah. But
See, I don't mind the eye design ones, but I'm not keen on that style of seat. That style of leather. It's like that. It's half leather and then half suede. I think that's just going to attract dirt. Is that, in my
can
opinion?
you imagine your arse getting stuck to it in summer?
Yeah, I don't mind leather. I mean, the Inscription Plus has cooled and heated seats, so you can have the seats cooled
Ooh.
as well as heated.
But
I always tell the best rate. You always tell when you look at the interior pictures. The top of the range ones have the posh gear knob. It's like a Swarovski crystal gear knob. Whereas the lower down versions don't have it. They just have a normal leather gear knob.
what difference? You see, when we had Grandland, the gear knob were like a square shape.
Yeah.
But with this one, it's a round ball shape, silver ball shape.
Depends how hard you squeeze it, I suppose.
Yeah. I can always tell. You can always, when I'm looking at the pictures inside, I can always tell what model it is just by looking at the gear knob. You get a lot. You can find out a lot just by looking at somebody's knob.
Tommy says he's worse than Goldilocks trying to please him.
Yeah, but when you're spending money, Tommy, you've got to get it right. You know what I mean? I'm not putting up with something that's not 100% what I want. I've done it too many times in past.
I mean, I can understand it from Richard's point of view. If you're spending that kind of money and you want to know it, you've got it just right. You know what I mean?
If I was just spending £5,000, I won't give a shit. I won't be arsed, but one will turn up. That's just what I want. It'll turn up. It's going to happen, but just when it's. I want something that's like within 100 miles, shall we say. Mileage about, ideally, certainly less than 90,000. Vauxhalls, no, I don't want a Vauxhall, bloody hell.
He's on about that Grandland that we used to have.
All right.
Yeah, that were Vauxhall Grandland. I've seen advertisements on telly. They've now gone all like the Grandland. They do a Grandland all electric, and the advertisement.
Yeah, I like that. I'd like an electric car because I like the Polestar because that's made by Volvo. But it's just that risk when you're on full electric car.
Yeah,
it's just the risk factor that if you can't find somewhere to charge.
That's the thing that we've been no good. We are hybrid or a full electric because we ain't actually got a driveway. We ain't got, it's hard.
If you buy an hybrid, you wouldn't need. It doesn't matter we're a hybrid because the charges while you drive.
But yeah, you know what I mean. You've got to have something to fall back on, and you see, we inquired about it when we went for this Jeep, and Chris says, how about an electric one? And he says, well, have you got a driveway? And Chris says, no. He says, have you got a garage? He says, no. He says, well, then an electric one won't be no good for you.
No. Yeah, if you got you could have got a hybrid, but it all depends on the miles you're doing. You see, like the Polestar does 300 to a charge, so if you can find somewhere to charge it up once every sort of week for an hour,
but I mean that's only approximate, isn't it? 300. I mean, what I mean.
Around that area, that's what they quote. There's two versions of Polestars. There's the twin engine and the single engine. They're made by Volvo, them, but it's a case of what you want.
Gordo says I'm
I wonder
stuffed.
if they made them Polestar ones.
Yeah, they're made by Volvo. If you look at interior, you look at all the switches and everything, they're all Volvo. You know, but
Look
they
at all
really,
those stuff.
they are fast. Them Polestars, my God, they like shit off a shovel. They're proper quick. You know, but it's just that being 100% electric is put. You know,
You don't want to rely on the electric bit.
not 100%.
I would never have an electric car, but I'll just not into
If I got one of them Volvo XC90s, I could go to work and back every day for 3 days on electric, so it won't cost me nothing. Just on electric, because you can select what you want to use. You can either have it in hybrid mode, drive like a cunt mode, or pure mode. Drive like a cunt mode to everything, and it goes like a flipping maniac, all the full horsepower. Hybrid, which is normal, or you can have pure mode, which is just electric. It's up to you. But just go to work and back. You see, I could go.
I haven't really took my car out of sports mode since I got it.
Tommy says,
That's it. I mean, sports mode only comes into action when you floor it. You know what I mean? Just driving around normally, you hardly tell difference. And especially if you're on motor and you're doing like 80 mile an hour, you can hardly tell difference because you're already at the high speed. You know. Well, that's it with all cars now, Tommy. They've all got that much electronic shine.
Yeah, I called trundling.
You know what I mean? Because all sports mode does is puts an extension on your gears. They go longer before it changes gear. You know, that's why you only have sports modes on automatics. You know, you can't have it on a manual because you change gear when you want on a manual. You know. And it just extends the gears.
But so much
all farmers turned up at the Welsh Parliament today, and that prick fucking did a bunk out back. Calls himself a fucking leader. Starmer thought he could piss off from London today when all tractors turned up, yeah, and do a bunk to Wales. So all Welsh farmers turned up at the Welsh Parliament, and he did a fucking disappearing act at the back end, back way at building. What a piece of shit. And he didn't even mention the farmers on his little speech he did while he was there either.
Yeah.
You know why? Because guess who turned up last week and had a quiet chat with Starmer? Bill Gates. Next minute he pisses off, and next minute he's screwing farmers over.
Yeah.
Well,
hello, Brown. I never saw you there.
Out for his arrest in Denmark. They want him, and he keeps saying, "Well, I'm out of your jurisdiction." Yeah, till they get the fucking hands on you. So Trump's in power fully on 5th of January. That's it. They're all screwed, all of them. I'll need a bigger tub of popcorn for that one, Richard.
What we had today with ideal cheap is we do totally insane. It's dirt cheap plus your own blend sauce, cheap chips, 1 jar, 1 pack of toy, enough for 4. Excellent. Ooh.
Oh, guess who's come out against P. Diddy? Remember Chaka Khan?
Yeah.
She's come out and said they tried to ruin her whole music hit, and that's why she come out of the music industry, because she couldn't be bothered with anymore. Said PD and Whitney chatted like shit, and that's why she left the music industry altogether.
Oh, I didn't know that Tortellini were stuffed pasta.
Yeah.
Says she's come out and spoken. Chaka Khan says reveals that Clive Davis and P. Diddy tried to delete her from the music industry, like they did with Whitney. She said. Hey, they're investigating him for 3 deaths, you know, Richard.
Investigating for all.
Whitney Houston's death. Oh, fucking hell. I'm a bit pissed, to be honest. Hang on. Amy Winehouse, and not him from One Direction. He's been investigated for all three of them. We know about Tupac, don't we? Well, the guy who got convicted for the murder of Tupac has spoke out in prison and said he was paid by P. Diddy to do it.
Hmm.
Just shows how far back it goes, doesn't it? I know there's all the Epstein thing as well, but Diddy, they're all, you know, that's like 30 years of music industry, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You don't know how long it goes back, do you?
Well, they put a warrant out for arrest for, what's his name now? I put so many reports out, I have to scroll back.
Ooh. Says what Gordo's had for his tea.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, he just sent me a picture. It's very nice indeed.
Right, I'm looking at recipes.
Yeah, typical Labour government screwing everything up. They do. Tories aren't perfect, but they're certainly better than bloody Labour. But everybody voted them in.
Not me. I didn't.
No, I didn't. God, I wouldn't.
No, fuck off. You're not blaming me on that one.
No, you'd have to tie me down to the floor and pour acid in my eyes, and I still won't vote Labour. Good God.
Well, I didn't vote for that shower shit.
They want everybody.
We talk about utter fucking contempt. It's just fucking beyond belief.
One with Labour is they think they don't want to have anybody to be a millionaire or anything to Labour. They've got this thing. It's like a crime to be a millionaire. You know what I mean? And they don't understand that if we didn't have millionaires, we wouldn't have nothing. You know what I mean?
Unless they're one of their fucking paid mates, anyway.
What do you want, you? Stop calling me. Stop it.
I know. I said I've said this all along. They all piss in the same pot.
Yeah, they're all as bad as each other, but Labour have always been saying
Westminster, look.
it's a crime to be wealthy with a Labour government. They think it's a crime.
And they said if they don't listen on Tuesday when they all turn up, right, they're going to block every port, every major motorway until they fucking sort it out. They're forcing his hand on it now, the little prick. As soon as he likes to run out the back door like a fucking coward. He did run out the back door when he was supporting Jimmy Savile, didn't he? You know that Dodi Al-Fayed?
Yeah.
Remember that? Remember him? He was done for fucking interfering with a 15-year-old girl, right? And he fucking got him off the hook. That's the sort of person you're dealing with Keir Starmer. And the prosecution, they said it never come across his desk. He's a lying cunt because his documents showing that he was shown those fucking things and just brushed them off like they were no. He's been taking backhanders for fucking years. Piece of shit. I've quite happily stove his face in, Richard.
Oh.
Sitting in a prison cell with a smile on my face.
Stove who's face in? Keir Starmer. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, if I go on Tuesday, there'll be plenty of farmers to lend me a shovel.
You only need to look back in history how often Labour get in and they're out as fast as they're bloody in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they come in, fuck everything up, and then
History doesn't get it wrong. You know what I mean? Terrible. They're terrible. Boom and bust, bora, bora, bora.
The most hated man in Britain. Do you your thoughts? Shall I put a reply?
I've notes against him. I've notes against him. Whoever had been in charge of the same shambles. I've notes against Starmer personally, but
1,
I
2,
just think,
3, 4.
I just think, here we go.
I've had 5 system notifications today. Telling me to shut up.
It's just like Richard, that Sunakov saying he's a multi-billionaire and his wife's a multi-billionaire. She's made it. She set up a business. We all set off with
Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis. Jeanette.
Yeah.
You know Bruce Willis. He's one of them as well. And now he's pretending he's got fucking Alzheimer's.
It's a good time to have Alzheimer's. We need to remember stuff.
Yeah. I got my comment removed. You know what I put? I says, pretending he's an old and infirm git won't get you off the hook, you dirty old man. I wonder why I got a violation for that. I've no idea. No.
Country's in a mess. It's just things that need to be sorted, but we all know what needs sorting, but everybody's afraid to say it, so it'll never happen.
I'm not.
This is the problem here. It's all this political correctness bullshit. It's gone mad.
Well, I don't know why they get so miffed for me. Like when I make comments like he's a vile piece of shit and a vile excuse for a human being. I don't know why. I don't know what they've got against me. Really don't.
They've got to stop all these people coming in on dinghies. Bring that to an end for a start. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Then stop giving away money to other countries.
Well, where were it? I see.
I put a comment on Joe Biden. I put "Get back to your care home, you old fart." And fucking.
This is the thing. I think I don't know. News. They're on about refurbishing some of these old prisons that's closed down and housing the immigrants in the old prisons, and save the taxpayer billions of pounds, to house them in hotels and whatever.
We should stop saying taxpayers should have any fucking payments taken for any of that lot.
You know what I mean? It's like in essence, it's like putting them in prison, isn't it?
This was a global idea to basically get in the cheapest labour you could. But the problem with that is they're all fucking unwashed fucking.
This is the thing.
I said it to him as well.
This is the thing as well. There's
I called you the unwashed masses.
2 car washes in Sheffield have been fined for illegal workers.
Yeah.
2. And Chris says, he says they must be only paying them a pittance.
They must be.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, they found about it in Barnsley, didn't they? They had these factories in Barnsley and they were fucking playing slave labour money.
Yeah. 2 car washers have been prosecuted.
I don't know how they make to do them car washes, mate, because the one I go to down the road here charges £7 for mine and about £4 for a normal sized car. And I watched to see how many they do in an hour, and they do about 7 an hour. And I thought, well, that's not a lot of money considering there's at least 6 blokes working. I'm thinking,
you watch mine for £6.
I'm thinking to myself, how do you cover cost of wages with that amount?
I've still got one.
Let's imagine.
Well, them guys on that forecourt will be lucky to earn £40 a day if they're lucky.
I just think to myself, let's say that all the cars were SUVs, so you say it's £7. Even if you said it were £10 per car.
On a quiet day, they'd be looking at
7 hours, £70 an hour, 10 hours, 700.
But this is the thing, Richard. You don't know how much they're paying them.
Correct.
It's pittance.
You know what I mean?
Haley's done it before. You look at if a quiet day you get 20, busy day you look at it get 40.
That's it. When it rains, nobody goes in. When it's a sunny day, we all pile in. You know what I mean? I mean, they do a good job. I can't knock them, but charge me because they charge me £7.
But this is the thing as well, Richard. If they don't do a good job and they get complaints, that's them down on it. So they have to do a good job.
Fucking hell, Gordo. Was it Marks and Spencer's car park? 15 quid. Fuck off.
Because they're getting an income which you shouldn't be doing. So
15 quid. I want it fucking Ubering as well.
Yeah, yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir. You know what I mean? It's that kind of, and they only pay them a pittance, but to them, it's extra money coming in.
Yeah, the one near me. The one near me, they've got their own building and everything. It's a proper building. They're not just on a car park. They actually have their own building because they do valeting and everything and full job and all.
Them two that's been
15 quid inside and out. That's pretty good. Is that 15 quid for inside and out?
No idea.
No.
But yeah,
No,
you know what I mean. These two that's been done for
You're probably right there, Tommy, because we have some very odd shops here in Darwin. They just set up and I just think, what? I mean, there's a new one just recently gone up in town centre. It's called something like the Dessert Shop or something. And I'm thinking, how many people want to go and sit down and have a nickel here? You know what I mean? It's always empty. Isn't it? I never see anybody in, and I'm thinking, what the hell's all that about? And you're probably right there going, oh, that's exactly what they're about. And these barber shops were overrun with barber shops.
Oh, yeah, fucking hell.
How could they possibly be covering the costs? Say they're getting 5 people an hour.
Richard, they use the barber shop for drugs and shit and money laundering.
How the hell is that 30 quid an hour covering their overheads for that building? It's not.
They launder the money. They launder drug money. They don't just cut your hair in there. If you want some drugs, you can have some drugs as well. Ask any of them.
I suspect, Johnny, as well, you'd be able to get anything your heart desires in them.
Well, they put illegal workers through there because they can give them national insurance and all that, and then they teach them how to cut hair, basic hair cutting, and they've cracked it. But they also fucking launder money through it and drugs as well.
There must be something going on because I look at them and I just think one guy.
Richard, you know when they cut your hair, if they ask if you want the special talc, say no.
I've never been asked that, but I was thinking about it and I just thought, how the hell are you're not even covering the cost of
Well, honestly, that's how they do it, Richard, because it's a cover for fucking money laundering and drugs.
All sorts.
And that's working on the pretense that they get a full hour's worth of people in half the time, and I drive past this.
Also, it's a good way of getting people legal status to work in the country as well, because they can put staff through it and give them a
piss. Can I have a pee, honey?
If it's a legitimate company, Jeanette, they can offer. They can then say to like one of these fucking people that come in, "I'll teach you how to cut hair. You've got an official job with me. I'll give you a national insurance number, and you fucking cracked it then." What, you trying to get the lid off?
What's a milkshake?
It's strawberry milkshake.
I thought you finally decided to get the Malibu out.
One of these stupid ring pull things.
Yeah, they're stupid, aren't they?
Thought I was going to get it all down me.
I've lost the ability to see the chat. I won't take my car there. Last time I had money out the ashtray and they took the paint off the bumper.
Yeah. Ain't it, Peter? He says it's strange how they only take cash.
Oh, yeah. Of course I do.
That's it.
£6 at mine.
I think it's £6 at ours.
You get an hand wash, then you get a foam wash, then you get an hand wash and a foam wash and then a rinse, and then they give you air freshener as you go out gate.
You know, they must be raking it in, Johnny, if they can afford to get air fresheners away.
They never do your wheels right, though. You're better off doing your own bloody wheels. Yo, Peter, good to see you.
You know,
how long you been here? Because I can't see shit.
Strange how they do only take cash. You see half of the report on it, they probably don't put it through the books.
Did you not order no chocolate?
I've done nearly half a bottle of vodka, so I'm a bit twanged.
Put it in the cupboard.
I did it with Lucas Aid, so I'm off jogging now. I'll try not to set fire in my hat.
But yeah, I mean, you look in every city, every town. Yeah, these hand car washes are popping up all over the place.
Well, we've got two, like they call them like Turkish barbers, don't they? We've
Yeah.
got two
Oh,
on
well,
the Rockwell Centre, and then we've got like there used to be an old
hello,
fancy
Peter.
dress shop near our school. That's about to become one now as well.
To be fair, that car wash near me, they do a really good job. They really do. They charge me at 7, but I always give them a tenner.
On that note, guys, it's 11:30. I'm going to get going, and I'll see you all on Monday night.
Yeah, catch
So-
you next one.
Okay.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Right.
Bye, Gary.
Callum likes that outro.
I'll be the last one here because my mouth is just on fire.